Good afternoon, everyone. We will get started here in a moment. Welcome, and thank you for joining us for the TD SYNNEX Public Sector Spotlight Series. We're thrilled to have you here as we dive into the Army's Project Convergence and software solutions and the opportunities for our vendors. Today, we have the privilege of hearing from Savannah Evans, our team lead with the FAST team here at TD SYNNEX. Savannah, take it away.
Thank you, Felicia. And once again, welcome to today's webinar on Army Project Convergence and Software Solutions, Opportunities for Vendors. I'm Savannah Evans, team lead on the Federal Agency Specialist team, and today we're diving into a groundbreaking initiative that's reshaping how the military operates in an increasingly digital and data-driven battle space. So today we'll explore what Project Convergence is, its key milestones, the role of IT, and how you as industry partners can contribute to this ongoing transformation. So diving right in, we'll begin with the introduction to Project Convergence. So what is Project Convergence? Let's start with the basics. Army Project Convergence is more than an experiment. It's a real-world testbed revolutionizing warfare. It's the Army's push to really unify, modernize, and synchronize combat capabilities across all domains, including land, air, sea, space, and cyber. The goal is to speed up decision-making, enhance real-time intelligence, and seamlessly connect forces in a way that outpaces adversaries. And they do this by fusing next-generation sensors, shooters, AI, and advanced communications into a unified warfighting ecosystem. But Project Convergence isn't just an Army initiative. It aligns with key modernization initiatives across the Joint Force and is the centerpiece of the Joint All-Domain Command and Control Framework. You might be thinking, how is that so? Well, it directly integrates with the United States Air Force's Advanced Battle Management System, having cloud-based targeting and sensor fusion. You also have the Navy's Project Overmatch for AI-enhanced maritime dominance and next-gen ship-to-ship networks. We also have the Marine Corps Expeditionary Advanced Based Operations for enabling distributed warfare with rapid test deployment. And lastly, we also have Space Force's Space-Based ISR, which is intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, as well as Space Force's secure communications and satellite warfare capabilities to really ensure secure high ground dominance. So at its core, Project Convergence is about transforming the battle space where every warfighter, platform, and domain is interconnected for maximum operational effectiveness. For industry partners, the opportunity is clear. Technologies that enhance speed, connectivity, and decision dominance are in high demand. You may be thinking, how did we get here, essentially? Well, building an integrated data-driven warfare strategy didn't happen overnight. Project Convergence has been an iterative process and has evolved with key milestones to test, refine, and scale cutting-edge technologies. Diving into the evolution of the project, we see a clear progression through 4 major capstones. Starting out with Capstone 1 back in 2020, Capstone 1 really marked the beginning where fundamental concepts were developed. So this was all about answering one big question. What happens when we connect sensors, AI, and shooters in real time? Well, that's when military leaders and technologists work together to then test whether automating data flow from detection to engagement could significantly speed up battle space decisions. And some of the key innovations during Capstone 1 included the United States Army using autonomous drones feeding real-time data to commanders. You had the Air Force using AI-driven analytics to instantly process sensor inputs for faster threat identification. and Space Force using 5G and SATCOM networks to really ensure seamless high-speed data transfer across all domains. So Capstone 1 really proved the concept that technology could shrink the kill chain and enhance battle space speed. Now with the foundation set, Capstone 2 followed and focused more so on integration, meaning they brought together the different technologies and systems demoed in Capstone 1, making sure that they could operate as a unified force. And this is where things got technical. So the Air Force and Space Force leveraged AI-powered sensor fusion, integrating data from drones, satellites, and even ground sensors to create a unified battle space picture. Meanwhile, you had the Navy utilizing advanced 5G and SATCOM to enable low latency data sharing, while the Marines then conducted interoperability testing to bridge the gap between legacy and next-gen systems for joint force operations. All in all, Capstone 2 was a turning point, proving that a fully networked multi-domain battle space was achievable. And this also sent a clear signal to IT and defense vendors. The military really needed modular, adaptable solutions that can integrate into an evolving warfighting ecosystem. And with integration proven, the next challenge was scalability. The question then was, could these technologies be deployed in complex, high-stakes environments? And that question drove the next phase of Project Convergence, pushing AI, automation, and joint force interoperability to the next level. Which brings us to Capstones 3 and 4. Capstone 3 really marked the leap from concept to operational experimentation, transitioning from controlled lab tests to live field exercises and simulating real-world combat scenarios. The goal? This was about scaling AI, autonomy, and networked warfare across a dynamic multi-domain battle space. For example, a few key innovations included AI-driven decision support, which enabled Army and Air Force commanders to process overwhelming amounts of battle space data in seconds, meaning they were able to transform raw intelligence into actionable insights. Then you also had items such as autonomous ground and aerial platforms, such as UAVs and robotic ground systems being deployed by the Marines, and the Army's unmanned systems for resupply and offensive missions. With that being said, additionally, we also had cloud-based battle space management networks from the Navy and Space Force to really ensure real-time cross-branch information sharing via 5G and SATCOM. So for IT vendors, Capstone 3 was more so of a game changer, really an opportunity to refine software-defined networking and edge computing, as well as cybersecurity solutions under combat conditions. And by the end of 2024, Capstone 4 then took it a step further, transitioning from testing to operational readiness. And Capstone 4's focus was really on warfighter training, interoperability, and establishing standard operating procedures to ensure that these innovations were battle ready. And a few key advancements here included system-wide interoperability from Joint Force Integration, also known as JADC2, which enabled seamless AI-powered coordination across all military domains. You also had AI-assisted warfighter training from the Air Force, and you also had the Army using synthetic environments to simulate battle space conditions like AI-powered wargaming. And zero trust cybersecurity from the Space Force and Army Cyber Command, protecting networks against AI-driven threats, electronic warfare, and cyber attacks. For IT vendors, Capstone 4 really marked a shift from experimental testing to real-world military procurement. And the demand was no longer theoretical, so solutions like AI-driven predictive maintenance, automated logistics, and hardened battle space networks became essential for warfighter readiness and deployment. The bottom line, Project Convergence is no longer just an experiment. It's shaping the future of combat operations. Now, as we move forward, Capstones 1 through 4 laid the groundwork for a fully integrated data-driven battle space, proving that AI, autonomous systems, and next-gen communications could revolutionize military operations. Each capstone pushed technology from initial concept testing to full-scale deployment, setting the stage for real-world implementation. And now with these advancements in place, the focus shifts to the next evolution. So where Army Project Convergence stands today and what's ahead with Capstone 5 in the spring of 2025. As of today, the project is moving full speed ahead, shifting from routine testing to live operational experimentation, while integrating the latest AI, 5G, and cybersecurity into multi-domain operations. And across all domains, we're seeing a shift to faster data-driven warfare. And a few examples for you. Army's AI-driven fire control system enhances precision strikes. The Navy is rolling out next-gen shipwright AI and real-time threat detection. We've got the Air Force testing hypersonic sensor networks and AI-assisted piloting. The Marines are focused on secure distributed command and control networks for agile small unit operations. And we also have the Space Force advancing satellite-based AI analytics and quantum encryption for secure global communications. For IT vendors, the takeaway here is clear. Solutions that accelerate data sharing and enhance connectivity, as well as provide real-time intelligence, are at the forefront of military investments. And now we've got all eyes on Capstone 5, and as previously mentioned, this is scheduled for the spring of 2025. Capstone 5 will be hosted by the United States Army and will be a two-phase exercise building on the lessons of Capstones 1 through 4, pushing integration and scalability to new levels. However, this time it is bigger, with joint participation from the Air Force, Navy, the Marines, Space Force, alongside allied nations such as Australia, Canada, Japan, France, New Zealand, and the UK. Capstone 5 will then include key focus areas on full spectrum multi-domain testing across air, land, sea, space, and cyber. You also have expanded operational scenarios in the Western United States, as well as the Indo-PACOM theater. And there'll also be IT stress testing and contested environments to ensure adaptability and resilience. And we have cybersecurity at the forefront with zero trust architectures and AI-driven threat detection. And while immediate procurement opportunities may be limited during Capstone 5, the real opportunity emerges post-exercise as the Army and the DoD really assess results, identify capability gaps, and shape future acquisition programs. And for IT vendors, aligning with these evolving priorities is critical. The next wave of defense modernization will open prime opportunities for industry to really shape the future of military technology. So right now is the time to stay engaged, track outcomes, and prepare for what's coming next. And now that we've covered the milestones, current status, and what's ahead of Project Convergence, now let's turn to one of the most critical drivers of this initiative, the role of IT shaping the future battle space. So in today's battle space, connectivity, security, and speed are non-negotiable. Project Convergence is bringing it all together with AI-driven support, real-time command and control to give warfighters instant mission critical intelligence. So IT solutions are the backbone of this transformation, and platforms like Firestorm AI, processing data from satellites, drones, and ground units, identifying threats and delivering rapid target recommendations, while Titan ground stations fuse intelligence from land, air, sea, space, and cyber, giving commanders a unified operational picture. And this is designed for full joint force interoperability. These systems really connect Navy carrier strike groups to Air Force fighter squadrons and the Marine Corps expeditionary units for synchronized operations. But AI is only as effective as the network behind it. So we also have things like 5G enabled tactical networks and integrated tactical network to enable secure real-time data exchange across all domains, while the command post commuting environment consolidates multiple data sources into a single interface, giving commanders real-time situational awareness. We also have things like high performance sensors and IoT connected devices and embedded battle space systems that continuously collect and distribute intelligence, ensuring warfighters stay ahead of the threat. With that being said, with greater connectivity comes greater risk, which is why cybersecurity is at the forefront. Zero trust frameworks safeguard battlespace networks, while the C5 ISIR EW Modular Open Suite of Standards, also known as CMOS, delivers real-time cyber defense and electronic warfare protection. We also have things like the Scalable Tactical Edge Cloud, ensuring secure, high-speed cloud computing at the tactical edge, keeping data accessible even in contested environments. So for IT vendors and defense innovators, Project Convergence is a proving ground for the future of warfighting technology. And the capabilities developed here will really define multi-domain operations and unlock new opportunities across the defense sector. Bottom line, the technology that succeeds here will shape the future of defense. And every cutting edge initiative comes with its own sets of challenges. Army Project Convergence is no exception. Integrating diverse systems across multiple military domains isn't just a technical hurdle, it's a mission critical requirement. So seamless interoperability between the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Space Force, as well as allied nations, means every system, every sensor, and every network must speak the same language, even if they were built by different vendors and on different platforms. And cybersecurity is another key battle space, protecting real-time, mission-critical data against evolving cyber threats, requiring a zero-trust approach, as well as continuous monitoring and AI-driven threat detection. A single vulnerability can compromise an entire operation, making resilient security frameworks non-negotiable. Then on the other hand, we have scalability, integrating new disruptive technologies like AI, cloud computing, and 5G into an already complex military ecosystem is no small feat. The key to ensure these new capabilities is rather to enhance rather than disrupt existing operations. So to tackle these challenges head on, the project really employs standardized protocols and open architectures. This really ensures that the systems from different vendors and domains work together seamlessly, making integration smoother and more efficient. And a few examples of this are continuous cybersecurity monitoring and adaptive threat response using AI-powered detection and real-time response strategies to really stay ahead of emerging cyber threats, and agile modular IT frameworks that enable flexible system upgrades without having major overhauls, really ensuring that the latest technology can be deployed rapidly without breaking existing infrastructure. So to recap, Army Project Convergence is tackling interoperability, cybersecurity, and scalability challenges by ensuring seamless integration across military domains through standardized protocols, AI-driven cybersecurity, and modular IT frameworks. These strategies enable real-time threat detection, flexible upgrades, and smooth adoption of next-gen technologies without disrupting operations. And as we move forward and look ahead, Army Project Convergence is set to deepen the integration of AI, 5G, and cloud native technologies, taking multi-domain operations to new heights across land, air, sea, space, and cyber. And with continuous research and development investments, we're entering an era where the modern battle space is a seamless, real-time, networked environment, enabling faster, data-driven decision-making that gives warfighters strategic edge. And additionally, the recent Samosa Act could further drive these modernization efforts by influencing funding priorities and regulatory frameworks, potentially fast-tracking the adoption of next-generation systems across the defense ecosystem. So, for instance, if the Act directs increased investments in advanced IT systems and cybersecurity, it could accelerate the integration of next-gen technologies like AI, 5G, and cloud-native architectures into Project Convergence. And this would not only refine the battle space's sensor-to-shooter connectivity, but it would also ensure that systems are built to comply with the new cybersecurity standards and interoperability mandates. So as these modernization efforts accelerate, the role of IT vendors becomes increasingly vital. The Army isn't just advancing its own capabilities, it's setting the stage for a broader transformation across the entire defense ecosystem. For IT vendors, this is more than just a military upgrade. It's a game-changing opportunity to enter or expand within the entire defense technology market. Whether it's building secure interoperable networks, enhancing real-time data processing, or even refining AI-driven cybersecurity solutions, Project Convergence serves as the proving ground for the next generation of mission-critical military IT. So success here goes beyond securing an Army contract. It's really a gateway to joint force and international defense collaborations. In summary, Army Project Convergence is not only reshaping how modern warfare is conducted, it's essentially creating a dynamic ecosystem where advanced IT solutions are at the forefront of change. And this multi-agency, multi-domain effort leverages state-of-the-art technologies to create a seamless, integrated operational network. And as the project continues to evolve, it opens up a wealth of opportunities for IT vendors to really innovate and make a lasting impact. And today, I encourage you to explore partnership opportunities, pilot your innovative products, and join us in shaping the future of defense technology. So for questions or more information, please contact fastinfo@dlt.com.
That wraps up today's session. Thank you all for joining us for this TD SYNNEX Public Sector Spotlight series. We hope you found this discussion valuable. A special thank you to Savannah for sharing her expertise and to all of you for your time and commitment today. Again, if you have any further questions or would like to continue the conversation, please feel free to reach out to the fastinfo@dlt.com group. Have a great day, everyone.